Hey, listen, you with Coach Jay. I am doing this on my GoPro. I am doing a GoPro challenge. I'm trying to see how many recordings I can do using my GoPro while simultaneously doing my podcast. So you on the podcast, Business Blueprint. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. And to you all that are on the One Movement YouTube, welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, I want to talk today with you about new entrepreneurs. Yeah, I want to provide you with some recommendations as a new coach and business consultant when dealing with new entrepreneurs or trying to help somebody establish entrepreneurship. One thing that we have to do when first time being a business consultant, and when I mean first time starting off branching your own business, is that you have to understand there are certain things you need to know up front. First of all, I got 7 things that I'm gonna run through, and hopefully it would help you to understand where I'm going with this. All right, the first thing we need to do is to identify your target market. Determine who is the ideal client and what the problems they may face. This will help you to tailor your message and market efforts in a specific need and interest. What does that mean to you? All right, especially as business consultants, you know, a business consultant can go in so many directions, so many different ways. I mean, you can get your hands in so many things and it can get overwhelming, especially if you're out of your niche. All right, for example, I'm a business coach, I'm a business consultant. Do I know everything about business? No. This is why I'm constantly reading up, checking YouTube, checking Google, put myself in forums where I can hear the new and upcoming things that are going on in the land of business. Just to get a niche, try to heighten my skill level, increase it to the place of knowing more, because everybody knows the basis of business. You know, you get your license, you get your entrepreneur, get your business incorporated, open bank accounts, get your service, find your niche, and all of a sudden now we got it out there. Yeah, we got that. But what about how to manage the business? What different roles that needs to be in that business? How do you select? How do you hire? How do you pick up the right person? All those things come into play too. As a business consultant, you have to have some knowledge of that, because everybody who has a business is not as naive as others. Some of them have some great sense. Some really know what they want and what they're doing. It's just that the selection of people, the people they have in place are out of sync. And you need to coach them in a way that they can understand what is needed and why it's important for them to go in that direction. That's one little small picture. If that's the niche that I'm trying to be as a helper to up and coming or created or established businesses, then I want to be able to hone in on some of the problematic things that I have heard through passing, through teaching, or I may myself have experienced that can help these people who are coming about to make wiser and better decisions. That's one thing. Now, understand this, as a business coach and consultant, you may not have all the answers. That's why you want to rely on other people. Create a network of other consultants, other business coaches that work in the same niche or arena that you're in, to give you guidance and direction. Maybe they went through something that you haven't. And don't be scared to sit up here and tell your client, I'm not familiar with this, but give me a little time to do some research, and do what you say. All right? In order for you to really reach a level of success, you got to be able to be flexible, be able to make these decisions as needed. But you need to hone in onto the people that you really want to work with, the people that you really have heart and mind on, and not be all over the place. You want to be able to zero on where you have specialties in. And this is why I encourage people to go and take these, go to different places, platforms over there that you can learn. Go get some additional schooling, go get some different teaching, go to assemblies and things of that nature where you can be in with the end and you can hear what's going on. Share, reach out to people. Don't be scared. This is a group effort, all right? Now, once you got that, pretty much you identify your target market. Now we need to develop a clear value proposition. What does that mean? Clearly articulate what makes your company unique and how it can help entrepreneurs achieve their goals. That's what you want to try to figure out. What makes my business more unique than anybody else? Why would somebody want to work with me? Why should they want to work with me? What am I bringing to them that's going to help them to be better in whatever they're striving to be? How do you formulate that in words? How do you advertise that in marketing? How do you get that on the platform so somebody say, hey, I was looking for somebody to help me with a specific area. I believe that this coach can help me. I believe this business, this firm can help you with that, help me with this. That's something that you want to start working on. You want to see how you can market your business. And I'm not saying sell your business, market your business. I don't like the word selling my business because I'm not giving it up. I'm just marketing. I want people to come and purchase it. Just words for me. After you got that down together, then we want to look at building a professional website. I strongly recommend that you look into that. I mean, if you can't do it, get someone else. And you don't have to be all that wordy. It doesn't have to be all that. Most of the time, short is sweet. But it should be eye-catching. When they go there, they should see something right off the top. They say, let me click on another tab. Yeah, a lot of people say web pages are not there now, but you can't put all what you do on a landing page. Especially if you are looking at a business consultant. There are many avenues. You got strategic planning to development, to entrepreneurship, to evaluation, structure. It could go on and on and on. And each one of those little highlights that I just gave you need to have some detail so someone who is looking or not even knowing that they may need it can see it on a quick glance and bam, and a landing page is not getting it. I mean, you can use a landing page if you're just going to use one particular thing, but if you're a business coach or consultant, I can't see how you wouldn't have multiple landing pages which would accumulate to a website that wouldn't want to market what you do. Word of mouth is good, but when people can't think of everything, it's good for them to be able to go back to your webpage, hit the button, and be able to see all those things that you mentioned and services that you may haven't introduced that are there for the reader. All right? So that's something to do. Now, mind you, this is not something that you have to hurry up and rush and do, but I do believe as you grow, you want to make sure that you have a place where people can get information. And don't be scared of the old paper, those brochures. I know we're trying to go green, but in some cases, people like things in their hand, and you can't put everything on a card. Sometimes you can do, the 3-level brochure, that a trifolder, they may want to see that, and that'll give you a little snapshot. I always think about what can I give somebody in their hand that they will hold on to when I'm gone, something that will make them call me. And another thing, let's stop right there. In this part here of websiting, I'm gonna just quick tab on marketing. I had read this book, I can't remember the author off the top of my head, but he said something that was really keen and it stuck with me for years. And he said whenever he would meet someone, he would say, give me 5 people that you think would benefit from what I mentioned to you or my services. Give me 5 people that you think will be interested in hearing a little bit more of what you just heard. And then from that, when you meet that one of those 5, you do the same thing, you do the same thing. Let me tell you something, that has opened many doors for me by just that simple concept. I don't have to go up there and spend a lot of time sharing. I just have some quick little catch statements, call to action, and I try to leave there with somewhere of getting an email or a phone number that I can follow up within a couple of days to remind them that we met, remind them of some of the things we talked, and see if I can create a lead for some future business with that individual. Everybody may not take it now, but just to be able to put a deep thought in their mind, so when something pops up, they'll be able to say, hey, you know what? That One Movement firm, wow, man, what was that guy's name? And all of a sudden he remember I gave him a business card, or he remember I sent an email to him, or he remember a cold call. I don't know what it was, but maybe just one of those things may get me some future business, or if not him, it may be somebody that he's talking with or she's talking with that may need my service. And there we are. Word of mouth got me into another place. So that's another form of relationship building and networking. Everybody that you run into may not want your service. They may not even know of your service. So when you get an opportunity to talk to them, try to bring up what you do. And most of you all maybe struggle with leading them into that conversation. Look, I could be in church and just came out of sermon, and I can find a way to swivel in One Movement One Movement business firm in there, One Movement of this, or One Movement that, or a coaching session, or an encouragement session, or a structure, or restructuring, or strategy. I can come with it if they give me an opportunity. Now, mind you, that might not be the ideal place to have it, but sometimes I jump on wherever the opportunity comes. And if somebody throws a little something my way that I feel that I can gravitate and pull on, I snatch it and run with it. So I'm just saying, I try to seize any opportunity to share the business. Doesn't mean that I get clients from that. Sometimes I don't, but at least I'm planting the seed. And I think in this hour, if we're talking about networking, I want to encourage you to do just that. Get comfortable planting seeds of your business into listening parties, people that are listening to you. If you got a voice, you should be able to share. And another thing is in the networking, try to get into arenas where people are having, I call them platforms, where you can have 5 or 10 minutes to talk about your business. Try to get around with other people who have job fairs and things of that nature, or school activities where you can come in and talk about your success as an entrepreneur in your business. It doesn't mean that you have to be a millionaire. You're successful by just starting a business. The thing is, from that point on, how do you get more people interested in what you do? So look for those opportunities. Try to find out people who are bringing speakers or speaker moments where you can have 5 minutes to talk about what you do. All right? So that was with dealing the website and networking. I know I got a little further ahead of myself. I want you to be able to think about offering some things free. Yeah, offering some things free. You don't have to always be about money. Sometimes giving something for free will open a door for future clients. And for example, speaking of being free, if you go to my website, onemovementllc.com, once again, onemovementllc.com, I'm offering a free consultation with you. If you're a business owner, you're a coach or entrepreneur, or just somebody over here struggling in the aspects of business and want to know, or maybe talk about some ideas that you're bouncing off your head before you create them or establish them, let's talk about it. It's free. I'll give you an hour session to sit and talk and strategize to see if I can convince you of a better way of approaching your goals or objectives, or set a few objectives and goals that maybe help you get out of the current place that you are in to that place of success that you're looking for. I'll offer it to you again. Hit me up at onemovementllc.com. Check it out. Just click on that free consultation, schedule an appointment, fine. And while you're there, look at all the options that I have. And if there's something in there that's not there and you're interested in it, and you would like to maybe me create it for you, feel free to let me know. Hit me up at james@onemovementllc.com. Again, james@onemovementllc.com. And I'll be more than happy to sit there and talk with you, and maybe we can come up with a plan, a strategy to help you reach your level of success. Remember, I'm trying to bring the maximum performance out of you and your business. So that's my goal. Now, back to where I was at. The sixth thing is using social media to promote your service. I know a lot of us don't use social media, TikTok, LinkedIn, all those things. We have to. Right now, that's where everybody's at. Everybody's on that TikTok. They got these little small shorts. That's a quick little advertiser for you. It doesn't take much, and it's free. You got Facebook. You can sit there, publish a thing, go to Canvas and make your flyers, or go to Photoshop, or wherever you may, and post it on there. Use your TikTok, use your Instagram, use your Twitter. I know Twitter's a little old now, but we're still using it. Use Twitter. I don't know about Snapchat. Y'all can figure that one out. But the ones that I have used is Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a great forum to meet a lot of people who are looking for maybe the services that you offer. So create a format for that. And mind you, what I'm saying is not sponsored by any of the people that I mentioned, not even Canva. I was just sharing it to some things that I use that have been successful. But if they want to sponsor me, I'm more than welcome to do it. But anyway, going on. So the social media opens up doors where you may not be able to speak to them directly, but your product becomes a voice. Remember, one of the key things that you're always going to hear me say is this: create your business voice in the community. Creating your business voice, not yours personally, but your business has a voice, and we need to let it roar. So the only way we can do that is put it out as often as we can so people can see what's going on. People are following you now. They just don't know how to connect with you. So let's make it easier for them. Let's use the social media outlets to bring them clear. And don't forget word of mouth. There's nothing with you going in the store, you see somebody say, hey, how you doing? Introduce yourself. Hey, here's my business card. I am this. You never know. There might be one or two people that you may run in. And a lot of times, if you're a person that likes to speak and like to have conversation, take advantage of that. Utilize that as a strength to advertise what you're doing. And again, go back to those opportunities to see if you can bring your product or service to a platform that's already pre-existing for someone to learn of what you're doing. There's a lot of networking that's going on out here that you could be a part of. And the last one is 7, is if you offer it, give discounts. Like I say, offer something for free. Get some discount from here or there. Let them know that you're available. You can help them. Listen, I've worked with plenty of people in the past where I didn't charge them anything. But from that, I've got 4 or 5 different customers, because when the word of mouth goes out and how I help them and they see it, then they say, hey, you know, if they could do it for you, then they could do it for me. And that's when we start talking. And again, I said it before and I say it to you again, don't try to make all your money on one person. Yes, I want you to have realistic and prices that are reasonable and meets the need for your business. But don't sit up here and try to make $1,000 off of somebody who you know is struggling just to try to get their business off. Work with them as much as you can. But I do believe if people want it, they'll pay for it. But don't try to sell the whole kit and caboodle in one thing. Teach people how to gradually get to the point, to the place that you want to be. Because my biggest goal is have returning clients. Always remember that, returning clients. It's not all about how much money I can make or when I make it. It's the fact that I can keep having those people coming back and rendering service to them while making revenue. So keep that in mind. So let's run back through the 7s again. It's identify your target audience was the first one. Develop a clear value. The second one was building a professional website. 4 was networking, building relationship. 5 is offering free consultation and sample session. I did that with my little pitch. 6 is using social media outlet to promote your service. And last was considering offering discounts and special offerings to your new client. And listen, don't just think of your new clients, think of your old too. Always try to find a way to circle back to them and say, hey, listen, I know we finished this service on this date, but here's some other things. Hey, can I reach back to you in 6 months and see how you're going? That get some feedback from you, and maybe I can help you continue on with your growth. Feel free at any time, to reach out to me. You don't have to wait. I'm here for you. Or when you have a new service come out, get in your email, send it out. Say, hey, this is your email marketing. I just want to let you know I've introduced this type of service, and in the past we worked together, and I believe this will be beneficial for both of us. I hope you would like this. I hope you'll be encouraged by this. I want to whatever it takes them to get some feedback from them or get them interest, you want to make sure you secure that. So remember, you don't want to lose any clients. One client today should be the same client 5 years from now. Even though they may not do service with you, keep them going. Get their birthdays, get their anniversaries, get their child's births or whatever. Long that you can send some type of advertisement. I'm a big advocate of getting business cards, birthday cards, Christmas cards, holiday cards, Easter cards, and mail them out. The few dollars that I spend what it shows the client that I'm still interested in their business and I'm interested in their well-being. If nothing happens out of that, what do I lose for $1 or $2 or $3 when I'm sitting up here and put a smile on somebody's face? I don't know. So this is what today's was about. It's just sitting up here and coming up with ways to assist you in developing your business.